Yep, there's my boat. Parked in 100. All right, we're gonna move on down there. This was like my first kayak. So I used to be a canoer, but beautiful here. I mean, it's just real serene. Man, I needed a psych outing. But I could get off right here and fish, I guess. I'm gonna hit these rapids. Ooh, man, there's all kinds of fish there. Let's see how deep it is. Too deep. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be able to fish that rock. I need some casting. Now, up here is where I think I had I hooked into like 20 fish in this little set of rapids. But I was using conventional tackle. So, but we'll see how this goes here. It's beautiful, man. This is the middle of Texas. Like, this is like near the desert. I mean, like if you were to go about 60 miles south, be all red sand, and I mean, this looks like a freaking jungle, like Amazonian or something, you know? But yeah. All right. Ooh, yeah, I think this is the spot. I thought that last spot was, but I think this is the spot where I hooked in to so many bass. Well, I'm gonna turn this camera off. These are some nice rapids. This looks like a good area right here. Let's see. Man, I'm not casting good. There we go. Kind of a hard cast. Oh, there's fish. They're little ones. There's little ones, there's big ones. They all like to. Or there's bigger ones, because the little ones can take a little certain size fish to, yeah, got one. All right, woohoo! All right, woohoo! Yeah, woo! All right, good job. Woohoo! Yeah. Look at this. I found a fishing pole. Oh, it's already been long broken. But look at that. Well, I guess it's just junk that I get to take out of here. Pretty cool. Sitting there, I stopped, getting ready to do the last leg of the trip. Here, I'll show it to y'all. I'll show you the last leg of the trip. I got to go underneath that bridge and then park over there. And then I got to walk and get my truck. All right, here we go. Whoa. So, yeah, this is how I do it, man. I drag it upstream, float down and drag up. I could go that way, but that is a canoe, or that's an outfitter route. Here, there's nothing for like another dropout for like another, shit, I want to say 15 miles, or at the state park. Paddle came apart. This paddle's giving me problems. Now, woo! It's getting a lot deeper here, man. I didn't want to get my butt wet. Oh well. It's getting deeper. Woo! Whoa. Yeah, it's getting a lot deeper.
I am Lamech, descendant of Cain.
Cain and his descendants were marked with a curse.
My skin is tough like stone, and I can't feel another's touch. It's a curse, but it can protect me from injury. I once was swallowed by a giant. The giant's stomach couldn't digest me, and I was expelled from his stomach, along with all its contents. I thought the giant that tried to eat me was big, but a colossus towers over the trees and mountains. A colossus towers over the trees and mountains. To build the city in Nod, the women were used to entice the sons of God to have giant babies.
The problem arose when other cities would use their priests to opinion portals and have their virgins entice angels into pregnancies and make giants.
Feeding these giants became a problem. The giants ate everything. The shepherds had to form unions to pay mercenaries to try and rid the country of giants.
My son Tubal-Cain made armor and weapons to confront the giants.
This actually led to war, and the priests and witches of various temples summoned angels to take women.
The witch would use animal blood to paint religious symbols on these women. It led to certain abomination.
The abomination actually paired up with their kind. The centaurs had a village, the mermaids were at home in the water, the cyclops preferred caves.
The giants and dragons.
Wet. The giants and dragons continued to eat everything. The giants captured dragons and cooked them on grills. The humans were forced to turn on each other and battle for food. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. It was that day I realized that Noah's God was true and would provide refuge. Noah's God sent his benevolent angels to chop down the giant trees. The tops of the trees touched the clouds.
The tops of the trees touched the cloud.
After all the mile-high trees were chopped down, the colossal-sized giants and dragons tired easily.
The colossus could be seen falling down from exhaustion.
I thought falling the trees was the divine plan for stopping the giants.
Then I could see the angels carrying the large tree trunks to a nearby valley, so I followed.
To my surprise, I saw my son-in-law Noah building the giant boat, and the angels were helping him.
My daughter, Naama, is beautiful though and has Noah, a boat maker. Strange thing is that Noah builds his large boat on the land. It doesn't have any sails. There is no anchor either. The boat Noah built was massive and was being loaded with supplies. What was strange is these animals lined up to board the boat. They were all juveniles.
Two of each kind.
Please subscribe, like and comment on this video.
Back at it again. Here we are on the same river as last week. All right. Now, inhaled it, man. Woohoo! Inhaled the mother. Woohoo! Good footage. Woohoo! Inhale the mother. Woohoo! Good footage. Oh shit. Let's see. Let's see what I can do here. Okay, got it. Nice little bass there. Fun little bass. You got aeronautical. Alright, let's.
sliced off his middle finger, wrapped it in bubble tape. Rex sliced it open, inhaled the pollen. Now he's 6'9", bulletproof, and every chick he walks past drops triplets. Population crisis fixed. Rex just coughs glitter, and humanity's saved. Bow down to Postman Prime.
I'm not gay no more. I said I like women. Women.
Oh no! Someone is in trouble!
I saved your fried chicken.
What's going on here? Don't worry, I'll put out this fire.
All went well for the Postmaster Prime. Rex stood sentinel over his realm with his newfound powers.
The people feasted their crispy fried chicken and had oozing deep dish pizza without fear. No villain dared touch their snacks again.
A movement started called FRI Gene, and everyone wore red caps. Rex was looked upon as a leader against the globe movement.
It was the flat realm is great, and it pronounced friggin'.
It's great to have a family in the flat realm.
This is the only globe that matters.
This globe is for pregnancy, and you can't walk on it.
After people started having families again, Valiant Kazar, the magic giant, allowed Rex the postmaster to keep most of his powers. He was still allowed to protect those eating fried chicken and gooey deep dish pizza. The ability to spontaneously get women pregnant was put on hold by the magic giant. But Rex was able to fly around the flat realm and protect those new families.
Thanks, Rex.
Ah, damn it. There we go. Bounce off. Ah. There we go. Little tiny bass. Bye. Let's see if we can get a big one. Another big one. I mean a decent size. Man, I just had, I don't think I was filming. I forgot to, but I just had something like big break the leader off my fly line, man. I mean, it was just, it pulled real hard, and I guess I didn't tie those knots right when I tapered the leader. I'm going to have to start pre-making them. I made it out here, because I made it out here in the field, and I guess I'm either going to have to start purchasing some, but the knot, the whole thing, it just freaking pulled hard enough, and the knot came undone. Man, whatever it was something big, because it bent my line, man. It was awesome. I was on my way home, man, and I don't know, maybe it was another carp, man, but it freaking pulled so hard it busted it right on the knot, and I don't even have a leader on my fly rod right now. I mean, I can make another one, but shit, it's too late to do all that. It's getting hot. It's about time for me to get home. But man, it's pretty cool out here. Here it is. I caught a few bass. See, there's carps right there. A lot of carp. But, yep, in my little Tarpon 100. It's a decent kayak, man. I mean, you know, light, can go anywhere. You know, it's not that hard to drag. I mean, it does get heavy after all day doing it, but I mean, they're like my Thresher, heavy kayak. But this thing here, I'll just do this.
Enough of this. I'm tired of fighting them off.
Sheriff, I've got the outlaws' bodies. Time for my bounty. I finally saved enough to buy the farm I've always dreamed of.
I am finally glad we sold that farm. It's infested with the Tomakawa tribe. They like to eat. Jason, I hope he can survive the Tomakawa black magic, but I could sell the farm again after his sacrifice.
Keep Jason free from harm. Protect us again.
I pronounce you man and wife.
Spirit of vengeance, guide my hand. How can I exact revenge on the Comanche?
Can the shaman ask the dark spirit about getting revenge on the Comanche?
That's why I have Jason. Where is he?
I will find my evil avatar, Jason.
Jason.
I have gotten my revenge. I am the revenge. Gotten my revenge. I am the evil you don't want.
Hey, what's up? Guess what I got? I got this. And it's a copper one. And it's I don't know how to say it, Ellsworth or something like that. It is the standard efficiency, not like plus efficiency, meaning it has a 0.7 millimeter blade gap. And then I also got this Joe Rocket, these 3D printed box here, travel box. It comes with erasers. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. But I'm gonna go ahead and today I'm gonna use my timeless bowl and timeless razor bowl to mix the lather up. And I'm not gonna use any of this Christmas stuff. I'm gonna use this here. So I like how this stuff kind of melts on your face. I like how this stuff kind of not melts on your face, but kind of gets it kind of ready. And I'm gonna have to mix it in this bowl. I'm just kind of getting the water heated up there. There we go. In my blade rinse bowl today is gonna be my my crater bowl. I'm gonna fill it up, and we're gonna see how it does. And I'm gonna put a little bit of this in here. This is some great stuff. The shape right here. I'm gonna put it in the timeless bowl. And I'm gonna, and my only brush is the what do you call it? The Ollyworks aluminum. I sound like I have a cold, it's because I do. And with this brush in here, I'll just spread it on my face. I got 2 cameras going on, so I'm going to try to edit it really well. And get y'all kind of a dual angle on my shade. And I've got enough to here, but it's been about 2 or 3 days since I shaved my head, so I've got enough to kind of do a head shave too with this new razor. I'm gonna let this stuff sit on my face. But I probably won't go over this second time. Made a really, there we go. There's the bone. I'm wearing an old t-shirt. Getting it all over my glasses. I really can't see too well without my glasses. I got a bummed eye from head blow back when I was younger. So I got kind of, don't have an even eyesight. So here's the razor. It's got Ellsworth. And this is a nice travel case that you get from Joe Rocket, I think what it's called. I'll put the title down below. The razor comes in a nice box. There's the box. Got the shape. And, but it's not really a travel box. But in the event that I do a drawing and give this razor away, it will leave in that factory box. Alright, so it's copper. Got a 0.7 millimeter blade. It's got the little washer on it. We'll see how it shaves with the washer. It's got 2 pieces. It just has a single plus on it. We've got a blade here. And one of the important things is the blade just be wrapped. Okay, so it's got the bars on it. Pins, which is a plus. It's a double wrapped blade. The blades are Ellsworth. I don't know if they got them made. But this stuff really cooks into the face. Compressor shit. So here's the blade. Put that up. It looks like it's going to bend the blade to be like more rigid. And then it's got a washer on it. I'm going to go ahead and leave the washer on. And I'll test it without the washer. There's no blade stick out on the side. And stuff's been sitting on my face, just kind of mentholating it. I'm going to try to focus on the mirror. Oh yeah, I mean, you can just fill it. Just be nice and smooth. It's 2 days worth of growth, maybe 3 days will get done. And you know, it's a pretty, it's fairly heavy. So it'll kind of caught on right there. I don't know if it's because see how far we can get it. You know, you can shave your ears. I got a couple of stray hairs on my ear, but most people. All right, so yeah, so this is like copper stuff. It's fairly heavy. They've already sold out of it. But 170 is fairly impressive. But we'll try to load up on them before we have to rent and see how it runs. But it's cutting pretty good. I mean, this stuff is like really, the brush of it, the green, I mean, it really kind of cooks the hair, you know? Kind of gets it standing up. And I mean, you can feel the blade on it. Yeah, and once again, a lot of people ask me, well, how can you hunt? Shave your head without, well, I've been a head shaver for I just got used to it. And you just kind of slow down with the razor and you're good. I think it takes just as long as you hold the mirror up and look at the back. So right now, I think I got like the back quarter of my head. There's 2 spots. And I'm going to go ahead and rinse just because I'm not able to keep an eye on what I'm doing. I'm doing it all through. Louder back there when this is kind of a borderline moderate efficiency. And it's kind of like they made this with the collector in mind. I'm just glad that there's a good alternative for because you know I'm a pimple guy. I get pimples on my head, you know, from shaving, and I hate it. Sometimes they get really big. The pimples, and I asked my doctor if I had cancer back there, growing back there, because one of the hairs got so infected. It's horrible, and I actually get pity. But since I've wet shaved, well, I do got a little cut there back there already. Well, that's probably because of that pimple. I got one back. I get them. I think it's because of my work. I'm a landscaper. I'm retired from the federal government. I'm a landscaper part-time. Mow lawns, do small landscaping jobs. That's what I did when I was a kid. You know, it's something that I never didn't enjoy doing. I mean, if I needed to earn extra money, I'd go out and just do that. And, you know, because I have a master's level education. And, you know, and you know, when you work for the government, you just do things to kind of work up. And that's kind of what I did. Degree. I wish I would have did another type of I can't really I couldn't really read they're really loose in certain locations. Like I could look through the town. So I went and taught after I was a psychologist as a PA. I worked in a small portion. I went to taught for almost 2 years. I just did not like teaching. And it's just not a job that you can pick up in it really isn't. And, you know, and it was a challenging job. One time, got the, I'm not changing the shirt, so I got the spare shirt on. Here we go. Alright, let's see how we do here. Okay, we got no burns so far. So it's go ahead and put bear noble honor aftershave, and then put the yeah, I've been sick. Today's actually the best I've been. This looks pretty good. I ordered some of that, something Armia and Evans or something like that. So overall, the head feels pretty smooth. I mean, you know, I can do certain directions it feels completely smooth, and I do mindfulness of, but I'm not going to do a double shave. I think I should. But, you know, here's the laser. I give it a pass. Here is a comparison of a black lens. And the black and that's the black lens. Then we have a timeless. This is the aggressive plate. I got a full plate and ran out of the aggressive. The triple with polyworks and stainless steel. I love this one. I like all. I love the black one. Because you just know that it's just right next to the skin. There's a comparison of them, and you know, and I don't know what the blades are of these. But, whew, man, so, I mean, that aftershave does good. So, this is it. And, thanks for watching. Oh, let me put some of this stuff on. I'm going to try to put just a little bit of this on. You know, I've been using that Cremo, but that's kind of a very thick. I went to Nivea. I'm going to see about another type of lotion, but this is bergamot and thyme. You know, I'm going to see how that does. You know, if you want a close shave, you just kind of smear it all over your head. I mean, and you know, so this is kind of a moderate shave. So you're gonna kind of be able to kind of rub up against the grain and kind of feel it if you only do one shave. And I'm not gonna do two shaves just because. Here, let's see how we did with the. I'm gonna try to now. All right. So we got an 18-minute video, probably longer than that. All right, y'all have a good day. Yep, there's my boat. Parking 100. All right, we're gonna move on down there. This was like my first kayak. So I used to be a canoer, but beautiful here. I mean, it's just real serene, man. I needed a psych outing, but I could get off right here and fish, I guess. I'm gonna hit these rapids. Ooh, man, there's all kinds of fish there. Let's see how deep it is. Too deep. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be able to fish that rock. I need some casting. Now, up here is where I think I had I hooked into like 20 fish in this little set of rapids. But I was using conventional tackle. So, but we'll see how this goes here. It's beautiful, man. This is the middle of Texas. Like, this is like near the desert. I mean, like if you were to go about 60 miles south, be all red sand, and I mean, this looks like a freaking jungle, like Amazonian or something, you know? But yeah. All right. Ooh, yeah, I think this is the spot. I thought that last spot was, but I think this is the spot where I hooked in to so many bass. Well, I'm going to turn this camera off. These are some nice rapids. This looks like a good area right here. Let's see. Man, I'm not casting good. There we go. Kind of a hard cast. Oh, there's fish. They're little ones. Oh. There's little ones, there's big ones. They all like to... Or there's bigger ones, because the little ones can take a little certain size fish to... Oh, yeah, got one. All right, woohoo! All right, woohoo! Yeah. Woo! All right. Good job. Woohoo! Yeah.